Today is the day we're planting trees. We ordered 125 native trees to make little shade groves that will eventually provide shade for the sheep and the goats and the cows, and as we follow them with the chickens. It'll provide shade, it'll help bring nutrients up from deep below into the upper soil layers, and it'll provide shade for the soil to keep it from getting so hot in the summer. We don't get very hot here. We don't have heat problems, but when it does get hot, our animals aren't acclimated for heat and direct sun, and these fields have so little tree cover. There is shade that comes in the morning from these trees here, and a bit of a windbreak when it's windy, usually in the spring and in the fall. Down along here, there's some more trees that do provide some shade, so we're just going to add to these clusters and provide some more little tree groves. This is the canopy that I drag along with the sheep when I move them field to field. Of course, it's upside down right now. I just tipped it over the fence line so we could plant where I had it staked down for the winter. The canopy, the tarp that goes on it, is tied up neatly in the barn, stored for the winter. These will hopefully provide the shade and the cover that in a few years the sheep and the goats can use, and I won't have to lug around this large canopy every day. So the plan is we're doing them along the fence line, so it's easier for me to fence it off to keep the animals out of it for the next few years. I'm not putting plastic sleeves on every tree. We are putting fresh wood chips around each tree that gets planted. That's partly so I can find them as the grass grows, partly to help hold the sleeves in place, and partly just to bring some good stuff into the soil that we dug up and now it's exposed. So the little bit there that we exposed of the dirt has a cover already. Hopefully it'll help keep the grass, this year at least, away from the closest part of the trees, these little saplings. There are some oaks, there's fir, there's spruce, I can't remember what else is in there. There's a hemlock. So I'm going to do triangles of 3 and 5, but I don't want to do a cluster any larger than 5. 5 is going to be the largest cluster. And this, in the afternoon, will provide shade up this way, shade the soil, shade the animals, and provide a wind block if there's south winds coming from here. I do intend to put a grove of 5 here. We're working on putting a grove of 3 right there. You can see that one sleeve up there. There's 2 trees up there. I'll put the third one on this side of the fence. But we have 125 in total to plant on this rainy day when it's about 40 degrees. It's a little chilly. But hopefully we'll have some updates as spring progresses, as summer comes along, and hopefully these little trees, these little saplings, will take hold and thrive.